Hello, guys. My name is Ahmed Khalif for the Unscripted Talks here in DURB Radio. So, today I just want to give some critical analysis with regards to what the DCI came out with yesterday as the suspect of murders of the bodies that were found at Mukuru Kwajenga, to be specifically QUARRY, which is just approximately 20 meters to QUARRY police station. We know that after the incident, the IG who took over, after IG Koome resigns, decided to actually transfer those policemen who are in QUARRY police station because they were saying that is to make sure there is competence in investigation. But now, what they termed as competence in investigation turned out to be some kind of a script that was not written in a good manner. Because the said person they were saying as the suspect was captured in company of a machete, in company of red panties, in company of SIM cards, several SIM cards, and almost similar type of cell phones. Now, when you look at that critically, first and foremost, over 42 bodies that they say this man has been dumping in sacks since 2022, 2 years down the line. My question is one. There was no neighbor who raised alarm. There was no lady who screamed about maybe being kidnapped and maybe the person was trying to unalive her. So no lady was screaming. No neighbors knew anything about the sort. So they come across by saying that even the man is responsible for unaliving his wife, that is back in 2022. But now, if in 2020, sorry, after unaliving his wife, what happened to an extent that now he was now out? Did injustice take place? Because this is a man who was already been actually accused of, but again he finds this out. Then he continues with the story of murdering ladies who, in this context, were just putting on red briefs. By briefs, I mean panties. Now, how is it possible that each and every lady that was coming there, they were doing, red briefs? There was, and of the same type, not even similar, same type. You understand? And there was this one lady who actually gave critical also analysis about ladies with regards to the fluids that come to that area. So it is not 100% that that place will be so clean. Some stained something need to be seen. So in that area, actually the DCI failed us. Number two, that machete that was being used to disalive, to unalive those ladies. That machete seemed to have been used decades ago. In fact, it is rusting and that it couldn't be seen to be mutilating or to be cutting any body part because at least according to reports, the body parts seem to have been cut using the issue in the butcheries. You understand? Two, there are some bodies who are seen with Colgate paintings below their Kenyan flags. Remember when the protesters were on the streets, protesting for the financial bill, Occupy Parliament, Occupy State House, they were below their eyes to make sure that they are deactivating of the tear gas that was being thrown to them by the security officers or by the police officers. Now, another thing, they were holding flags. So you want to tell me these people, they were being abducted and unfortunately finding themselves in the hand of this young man whom they claim as a suspect has confessed of doing such things. So some of them were found with bullet wounds. Does it mean that this person was also using a gun to, torture his victims before he could unalive them? So those are questions that we are actually asking. And for these, I'll just like us to take a moment and listen to what this lady, I found her video on TikTok as he was trying also to give an analysis.
Decided to do a thorough assessment of this so-called WhatsApp screenshot chat. We have to know. One of the things is when you open WhatsApp, you'll see yesterday or 2 days ago or Saturday this date or Friday and this date. There's normally a fixed row, like in Excel sheets. Even if you scroll how much, the day will not move. As you can see, Friday is not moving until the moment I decide to stop, and then Friday disappears. So people decided, oh no, we will show that there is a day, Apachini. But guess what? They don't want to show us the day. This says that all WhatsApp chats have green. All of them. This one is white. Words like tranche ni nini, and then soldiers. Have you heard any Gen Z calling each other soldiers? Look at this bar specifically. The clusters of numbers on WhatsApp is +254, the next cluster, and then the finishing clusters. Okay, it's not split up like this 3333. When they were doing the Photoshop editing, they forgot to move the time require bottom right corner by V vizuri so that it aligns with the other one perfectly. But anyway, I guess they were so lazy they forgot to proofread their work. Also looking above here, guys, decide on a font that you want to use. Secondly, everything is normally in one straight line. Hapa kuna straight line. Hiki tumeinsert hapa ndio. And this editing is the laziest I've ever seen. Moses Kuria wants to be a Gen Z. We are now very important in moving the country forward. Oh my god.
Great. Now, you had her. What's your take? Give us a comment. What do you think? Is somebody taking us for a ride? Sometimes it's good to be silent than to say anything, because what you may say, you might be going 1 step forward and 3 steps backward. You know the drunken man's philosophy. You understand that? 1 step forward, 3 steps backward. So you do something that tend to resonate with one inch, and they feel, okay, this is the nice step you've taken. Then after some time, you again change it. Like you see yesterday, Mr. President was accusing Ford Foundation for funding the demonstrations. Just the other day, spokesperson Maura was, accusing Russia of sponsoring the peaceful demonstrations. Just the other day, some members of the UDM were claiming mafias from central Kenya who are sponsoring these peaceful demonstrations. Some days ago, the same leaders were accusing the former President Uhuru Kenyatta, saying that he's the one sponsoring these demonstrations because he is actually so jealous because he didn't know how Ruto outsmarted him to become the president instead of the candidate that he was supporting then, Raila Amolo. So these are called the last kicks over Tigers, because they're trying to poke holes. The NIS is failing. Whenever you are getting information that has no source, these are people are going to the streets because of the tough times the government have put them on. And trust me, the government was long told. They will only be friends with you who are popular with the people. But when you become unpopular, what happens? They will leave you there in the cold. And that's going to happen. Watch the space. How I wish if I was Ruto, I would turn the table and do the right thing according to the constitution. I'll follow it to the letter. All the corrupt cartels who are trying to make sure that his regime is a failure, I'll do away with them. But they don't seem to be like. I've seen so many MPs who saying they have no remorse and they're not regretting them voting yes for the finance bill as much as it was withdrawn. So guys, we need to be very careful. I understand today we are still on the streets to protest, and the hashtag must. So we've seen clearly that the DCI have no clear intent of making sure that justice is done. Otherwise, it is just drama they are showing us. We need the real culprits. Then wait a minute. It took them less than 72 hours to bring the culprit into book. The suspect, actually not the culprit, the suspected culprit into book. Now, what happened to those CCTV footages and camera footages showing the police officers who shot and killed persons? We have the pictures of those policemen. Why haven't any action been taken to them? The Shakahola victims. And now there is a massacre that happened in Githurai 35, and bodies now being found in a quarry, the dam site, next just 20 meters to a quarry police station. What is the response for that? I mean, who's fooling who? Who's fooling who? We need answers. There's one gentleman who actually gave an ABC of crime investigation. Believe nothing, check everything. The A was about assume everything. Assume everything, believe nothing, check everything. So that is what the police forgot. Because how can you connect? You need to connect how the suspect used to carry those bodies to the dam site. They has to be connected. We as Wananchi, we cannot believe what the regime is telling us. So when any crime is touching on a member of on a civilian, it is so easy to get that person. But when it is touching on someone who is on authority, like the policeman, any state official, then it becomes difficult to do that kind of investigation. Why do we have IPOA? Why do we have the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission? What are their functions? So, guys, I'm happy that there is awakening. This is not an era we just come and play a script and people will dance to the tune. No, we are behind that era. And trust me, these protests are simply boiling. If somebody needs to advise the president, kindly tell them, Mr. President, to do the right thing. Because this is not a good thing. That is not good for our country. That is not good. Guys, following up the money for the stupid. Now, if you love content of this nature, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, press the notification button so anytime that we are live or we upload any content, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Also, on our Facebook page, kindly try to follow us, like our videos, view them, comment, share. Now, this is what I'm going to say. I want to tell those people who are taking money and trying to fund violence in Kenya that I will stop them. So, you want to tell us that all those people who are on the streets or paid to be on the streets just to implement their constitution by actually picketing it when it's not the constitution. Now, remember then on 25th June when this massacre was happening in Dubai and somebody just did away with the internet or slowed it down. Now they came and said that there was a technical and there was actually a damage in the subsystem. But now the global internet monitor confirmed that there was no physical subsystem outage. So it is clearly seen that even some corporates are getting into the government to make sure that they oppress the corporate. They have nothing much to say, but just for you to see, you open your eye and the right thing to do. Viva! Vox Populi, Vox Dina. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, DURB Radio ndio mpango mzima.